Intercollegiate sports is one of the biggest revenue-making programs an institution has. Although this may be a good thing, it holds a place of manipulation, lack of integrity, as well as lack of full responsibility and compensation for its student-athletes. Here are the three main themes in regards to intercollegiate athletics. Amateurism. Amateur competition is the bedrock principle of college athletics and the NCAA. Maintaining amateurism is crucial to preserving an academic environment in which acquiring a quality education is the first priority. Campus climate. The behavior of an individual or a group of individuals in a campus environment. The way that students interact with one another and how students experience campus community. The role of being a student athlete is a role that comes with a large amount of responsibility and even more motivation to finish every task that is given to them. From classwork during the day to hours of practice at night, an athlete never seems to have any time to themselves during the school year. However, all of the work that goes into being a student athlete is often disregarded by the athlete's academic peers and sometimes even the school's faculty. Non-athlete college students are not aware of how much work goes into being a student athlete and have opinions of their own about the topic. A group of individuals on a college campus and their behaviors, interactions, and judgment towards others is known as campus climate. Campus climate is one of the largest problems that a college athlete has to face. Every day they are faced with the stigmas that are given to them by the others in the student body, such as having privilege compared to the other students or not having the best academic standings because of the sports that they are in.
Hi, my name is Serena John. I'm on the women's golf team here at UCR on scholarship. My college student athlete life is definitely like a struggle in the beginning. I had a hard time my freshman year. I'm undeclared chas. It's like, I would say that my first year was definitely difficult. Like transitioning from like junior golf into college golf was really different because I think junior golf is more individual while college golf is definitely more team aspect. I would say that like being a college student athlete is definitely hard to balance it. I think my first year was a lot more difficult than my second year, which I'm in right now, just because I like learned a lot from it. I kind of had like low-key like trauma from my first year just because I got like pretty bad grades. I came to college not knowing how to study. That was definitely like a learning process. Like each quarter I had to like learn a new like way to do things because I realized that like the bare minimum isn't gonna cut it because then that like takes in like ineligibility and stuff. The schedule is pretty like demanding. So we only can take classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings before 12 and Tuesday, Thursday after 12. If like a major class or like something like a prerequisite that we have to take towards our major is during practice, we can't take it. Mandatory study hall. I know first year students or transfer students, they have to do 8 hours and then like depending on GPA that like goes from there, like from like 10 hours I think, or like 10 to 12 hours max to like 2 hours minimum. I have gone to like office hours to like tell them like, oh, I'll be missing these days exactly. Could I get the work or could you give it to me after I come back and I'll finish it? And then they just say like, you should just drop the course because I'm not going to attend to your needs. Let's say I have like a tournament, but then I have a midterm or like a final on the day that the tournament is. Like one of my professors last year, I had to drop like third week or something because she told me you either drop the class or you miss the tournament. So then I had to like drop out of that class and sign up for a different class, and then I was behind in that class. So it was like pretty difficult.
Student athletes are being unfairly discriminated against due to the manipulation by the NCAA and its definition of amateurism. Student athletes are also being unrightfully stigmatized by faculty and the general student population because there is a lack of dialogue discussing campus climate and what being a student athlete actually entails. Due to the harsh climate that student athletes may experience, they are perceived as privileged in an academic setting, getting more required study hall hours and taking easier courses. What the faculty and non-student athletes do not understand is that required study hours take more time out of an athlete's already busy schedule. They do not know that an athlete is put under a lot of time management stress and think that they are only enrolled at a university to play sports. As for easy classes, this leaves student athletes at a disadvantage because they are not being encouraged to excel academically. Most professors and student athletes immediately jump to conclusion and say that student athletes are incapable of being intelligent, therefore leading to discrimination in the classroom. This is how the stereotype, quote, dumb jock, is perpetuated.
A lot of the times it may seem that student athletes do not work as hard as other students, but one must realize the amount of time and energy that really goes into being an athlete. Athletes have to attend daily practices, and a lot of times practices are at inconvenient times for them. It may also deter them from joining other extracurriculars due to the lack of time for leisure because of their studies and sports. They stigmatize their athlete counterparts due to clustering and role engulfment. Student athletes are placed in the same class and major that works with their athletic schedule and helps with their eligibility to play. Also, the athlete part of student athlete is more emphasized, making the college athletes focus more on athletics rather than their academics. This, in turn, causes the perception that student athletes only care about their athletics and not so much on their academic success, providing the stereotype that student athletes are stupid and at a lower level compared to their non-athletic peers. Although much can be done to change the view that the college athletes' non-athletic peers hold towards them, little is actually implemented. Their view that the student body and faculty hold towards their athletes should not be considered negative. It should be working towards becoming something more positive so both the athletes and their peers are welcomed and accepted to their college campus rather than being judged.